Let me show you how to get big capped round delts. All right guys, so hitting shoulders today, but this is part 2. We did the chest video, so we do chest first, and it was a great chest day, but we wrap up chest with shoulders, so side and rear laterals. And that's what today is gonna be about, is just see how big and nasty and pumped I can get my side and rear delts. So follow along, I'm gonna show you how I do it. All right, rotation 1 is gonna be a reverse pec deck for set to 20, and then I'm gonna do band over and back. So these band over backs are really great because A, they make my shoulders get pumped, but it's really cool to loosen my chest up because my chest is super tight right now. So these over and back actually open my chest up, and it's a great, like, what I would call a prequel into the hard shoulder training. So I'm gonna do 3 rounds of this superset to get started. All right guys, don't sleep on that band over and back. At 6, you saw me like stop and laugh because my shoulders are hurting so fucking bad. And I know I have to do 4 more and I can't get it over my fucking traps because they're just so tight. So it looks really easy. Don't skip that. Don't opt to do band pull aparts. Do those over and backs and you will thank me later. Second thing for shoulders, I'm gonna do a cable side lateral here today, single arm, but my rest periods I'm only gonna do is when my other arm is going. So I'm just gonna go back and forth for 3 rounds total. So 6 mini sets or 3 sets, however you wanna look at that. But this is the goal, is just again, force as much blood into my shoulders as I possibly can. Third rotation here, the hanging swings to death. So John Meadows taught this all years ago. So what you want to do is get a moderate incline, strap in to where grip isn't a factor, and then go to 100 reps of just partials. These are called hanging swings. So I start with the 50s and do 60 total. Now if you notice, at first my range of motion is about this big. By the end, it's like this. So you will eat shit with your range of motion as the set progresses, as the burn sets in, and I'm 100% fine with that. The goal there is just not let the weights bang together and keep tension on that rear delt. Then you do that for 60, drop those, I go to 25s and do 30 reps. Then from there, you drop those, I get a 12 and a half, and I try to do 10, or as close to me 10 full range of motion rear laterals as possible, and that's supposed to be 100 total reps. And if you look there, I just took those weights and cut them in half every time, and that's the perfect load for me. I think you'll find if you do this, like, it looks really easy. You're like, oh man, he's barely getting any range of motion. But the pump in my delts right now is fucking bananas. So you just gotta try it. Last thing for shoulders. Now, I stole this from Flex Lewis many years ago. He used to train and do this little Tricep Finisher, the original Dragon's Lair in Florida. And tell you what, you just have to try this. So it's 10, what Milo Sarchev calls around the world, and then you go 10 side lateral and then 10 front raise. So 30 total reps. I only have 15-pound dumbbells at this point. If I were to do this first, I probably would use maybe 20s, most 25s. And if you look there, guys, like, I'm just trying to drill the last little bit of life my shoulders have in it, because at this point they're pretty fucking fried. So I'm only doing 2 rounds of this, so 60 total reps. There you have it, guys. What a great shoulder day. I'm telling you, I didn't do any pressing, and I don't feel neglected at all in the shoulder department. My pump I have is absolutely enormous. And especially after that part 1 of that chest that you guys already saw, I did a shitload I did 3 heavy pressing movements, so I don't need any pressing for shoulders. They got more than adequate work. Now I need to put the cap to them, and that's by targeting the side and rear head specifically, as John Meadows told us all those years ago. So put this bad boy into play, try it, and I'm telling you guys, you are gonna fucking love it. The pump is gonna be huge, and your shoulders are gonna grow like a weed. Until next time, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Chris Evans TV.